Hey fuckers, young Oorah here. I hope y'all having a good Monday so far. I hope this video might cheer you guys up. Anyways, we're going to get started with this video, and today I'm going to be talking about dating in the military, and I'm going to be sharing my story on my experience, okay? This may answer some of your guys' video requests that you guys been asking in the comment section below. I don't know, I haven't looked into it yet, but I hope it does, okay? So we're going to get started. I'm going to be sharing my personal experience of dating in the military, both on active orders while I was going through boot camp, MCT, and MOS school, and when I hit the fleet reserves. I am a reservist Marine, so I can't tell you anything else after MOS school that's on the active duty fleet side, okay? So this is my experience. Y'all ready? All right, awesome. Okay, so I dated 2 girls so far, in my reserve side and my active order side, okay? The first one was a Navy girl and the second one was a civilian, okay? I'm just gonna tell you my experience with the Navy girl first, and with the civilian, I will tell that later on in either this video or maybe most likely another video, right? So, okay, so this is my experience. First of all, I just want to let everybody know that dating in the military, especially when both sides are on active orders and stuff like that and are both military members, it can get hard, at least from my experience, especially when you're not married. And I'm not saying get married, I'm just saying that because you're not living together, it's going to be very hard to build a relationship and build a good foundation, okay? So my story is this. All right, so when I was going through MOS school, when I got to MOS school, I was on a Navy base. I was stationed on a Navy base for a little bit, and what ended up happening was, I'm gonna cut to the meat and potatoes, keep this short. You know, I was on a military base, and I haven't seen, you know, women for a long time. So when I got to the naval base, I was like, holy shit, you know, it's been like, what, 4 months without seeing a single freaking girl, besides last time was on freaking Libo, the 10-day leave after boot camp. I was like, man, I think it's time for me to search for a beautiful woman, right? So, but then I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? I'm not gonna go settle. I'm not gonna go find somebody, you know, just to fuck. You know, I kind of want a relationship. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking at the time. You know, I should have just been focusing on being a freaking badass, hardcore Marine and getting my MOS school done and get, you know, good grades and stuff like that. But instead, I was like, you know, I guess I wanted a girl. That's it. But I was like, whatever about it. I didn't really think anything too serious of it. However, it was around October time, towards like the end of October, where I actually started thinking about it, because the Marine Corps ball was coming up, you know, on November 10th. Well, actually November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday, but somewhere in November it was gonna be the Marine Corps ball. And you know, me and my friends are freaking tight. You know, we always shoot the shit, we always eat chow together, you know, just as, you know, being Marines. You know, Marines are brothers. A lot of us are, you know, tight with each other, so I always go out and eat friends with each other. However, because they're really tight with you, they're gonna fuck with you a lot, every opportunity they get. So I was at the chow hall. I went to the chow hall with my freaking bros, and then I saw this cute Navy girl. Well, at the time I was cute. I raised my standard a lot, obviously. I think at the time I just had desert goggles, okay? Meaning that you haven't seen women for a long time, so every girl looks good to you. So I saw at the time a cute Navy girl. I was like, man, you know, it'd be cool if I talked to her, but I was like, nah, she doesn't really reach my criteria. You know, I'm not gonna settle. I don't want to settle. I'm not the type of guy. So all I said was, hey, you know, hey Marines, you know, I'm not gonna mention their names for privacy sake. So, hey Marines, you know, like that girl in the back is pretty cute, huh? Look back, it's like, yeah, man, get some, you know, get some, young Oorah. And I was like, nah, you know, I'm not really into her. But they're like, dude, don't be a fucking pussy, you know? Stop being a damn pussy. I was like, nah, I'm not being a pussy. I'm just like, I'm not feeling her, you know? They're like, you know what? Fuck you, young Oorah. We're gonna go fucking talk to her for you. I'm like, nah, fuck you guys. No, you guys better not. So we go sit down to eat, and she sits down to eat, and she's getting up. They're like, yo, hurry up and go fucking talk to her. I'm like, nah, no, fuck you, go talk to her right now. I was like, nah. So you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna go talk to her for you. I'm like, are you fucking serious? No. So she walks over next to our table, and they're like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. And she's like, oh, what? You know, right? Like, oh, what's up, right? And then just like, hey man, this is my friend Young Oorah. He's freaking dope. You know, the Marine Corps ball is coming up. He needs a freaking date, you know, and he's not being desperate. He just wants a date, and he thought you were really cute, but you know, I guess you're just too shy to ask you out. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Like, what the fuck are these guys doing? He's like, you know, the Marine Corps ball is great. There's gonna be, you know, alcohol. There's gonna be all this and that. You guys get to dress up. You know, he's gonna be in his blues, gonna look sexy for you. And she was like, wow, you know, sounds pretty dope. You know, she was a boot just like us. Okay, I'm still a boot, you know, but I was even booter than now. Okay, so we were all still new. So it was her first time basically, you know, talking to like a group of Marines. And I guess she was a little bit infatuated. I'm real here. And she's like, oh my gosh, you know, it's so cool. It's gonna be so romantic. It's a freaking ball and everything. And I was like, oh shit. And she's like, but anyways, my friend was like, anyways, can you have your number? She's like, oh sure. I was pretty nervous. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty nervous. And I grabbed my phone, right? But at the same time, I don't know why, I dropped my spoon. So I dropped my spoon because I was fucking nervous. And I gave her my phone, and I started opening my contacts and everything. Like, oh, here, you know. And then we ended up started talking. Ended up started hanging out, and eventually come to the Marine Corps ball. Okay. After the Marine Corps ball, you know, I was like, I literally told like, you know, hey, I guess this is it. You know, we're done. I was pretty fucked up, right? She's like, what? I was like, yeah. I mean, I just needed you as a date. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything, but I didn't think you wanted to keep going. He's like, no, I really like you. I want to keep going, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're a great guy. I'm like, oh, fuck. I mean, how could I say no, right? How could I say no? I mean, you're on a military base, and I mean, to have a female like you, it's pretty freaking nice. You know, get to hang out, stuff like that. And, you know, you get jiggy, you gotta wrap your piggy, right? Anyways, moving on from that. But we started shooting the shit, and it got really, really serious, to be honest. It got really serious. She was about to finish up her MOS school. I wasn't done yet because my boot camp was longer, and I had MCT, so she was there a lot longer because she was in the Navy, and you know, Navy boot camp is like what, 2 months at most, maybe, I think. I'm not too sure, but she leaves to lead to the fleet on active duty side, you know. But then I was a reservist, so I had to come back to where I was living. And luckily, she was able to be stationed somewhere near the base that trained her in her MOS, in my MOS. So it was literally like 40 minutes away that she was away from me. So she leaves, and she would come visit me every so often because she was stationed on an aircraft carrier, and it was really hard to communicate. The only way to communicate was through emails. The reason for that is because when you're on an aircraft carrier and you're out at sea, you don't want to use any type of, I guess, public signal and network because people can intercept that signal and all that good stuff. So they have to use their own servers, and they suck. They're really freaking slow. So our communication was only through emails, and we already built a pretty good foundation, you know, at the time that we got to hang out with each other. And it was hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, especially when you're stressed out from the day. You know, the best thing to do is come home and see this person. You know, none of this pussy shit, whatever. Oh, you're just being a pussy. No. I'm being a human being. I'm sitting down and talking to you guys and speaking the reality. This is what people feel. People just like want to cover it up. I'm speaking the truth, all right? I'm human. Everybody's human, unless you're a freaking psychopath, okay? But it was hard when she left because after that, she was getting ready to get deployed. So she had to go underway a lot, which is she had to go out to sea to train on her MOS and whatever they need for that deployment. So she'd be gone from at least 3 weeks to a month and a half at a time. So I want to see her for 3 weeks to a month and a half at a time, and she would come back and visit me for like a couple days and then go back. And during those days, I'd be like super stoked to see her. I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is freaking awesome. I finally get to see her. I miss her and everything. What's good because I've been focusing on myself and improving my work ethic. I've been doing good in the schoolhouse. Now I get to relax. However, there's a lot of times where I'll get called back for random fire watches, whatever, the roster changes, forming up in the platoon and all that, and it would just be in the middle of the freaking day. I would just get called back. Like, I'll get called from my squad leader or my guys like, hey, yo, young Oorah, you gotta come back to fill in for someone's freaking Lance Corporal Schmuckatelli spot in Firewatch because he's on what, I don't know, Libo or some shit, or he's or some shit like that. All right. And I was a pretty dependable Marine when I was in MOS school. So my guide and my squad leader liked to tell me to do things when I was there. But I mean, yes, there's times I fucked up. Obviously, I mean, everybody does. But for the most part, I was pretty dependable. I was always on time. So I always get called back. You know, I'll be chilling in the mall and I'm like, hey, yo, you gotta come back. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I gotta come back and shit like that and fulfill those duties. So it'd be really hard to communicate with that person. And after I got back to where I was living, I didn't see her for 6 months. And for 4 months. And for 4 months straight, all I did was email back and forth. And maybe once in a while FaceTime. It was really hard. It was tough. And I realized that was when I matured, and I realized that relationships and people in your life are not permanent. And for what I learned from this experience is that people can leave anytime. And you really gotta cherish the people that are really around you, okay? Whether it's family, friends, boyfriend or girlfriend, you know? Relationships are important. And you really, for me at least, and if people take it with like, you know, maturity, you'll learn to appreciate the things around you. And you'll learn to appreciate the people around you and the little things. You know, you don't expect too much of people. You think deeply and you don't see things for what it is, but what they are. You know, you see things more deeply, you know, not from the shallow viewpoint. And, you know, really learn to just appreciation, you know, like I came back, I appreciate my friends so much more and all that. And because I realized that people could die, you know, obviously, but then you don't think about that when you're young, you know, and second, you realize, you know, relationships, whether it's friendship or family or romantic, when that person is far away, right, and it's super hard to communicate with them, you start really wishing that you had that, you know, that luxury of communicating with them like it's your friends. It's always at your disposal. So what I'm saying is, when you're with your friends or family and you're annoyed or at your family or whatever, right? Just remember that it could be worse. They could be somewhere far off, and you wish you could talk to them so sparingly like this again. You wish that hard, but you can't. Especially people with family members that are in the military. You wish you could talk to them, but you can't. So you learn to appreciate people around you. Y'all know what I mean? So that's what I learned, you know, and that's staying in the military from my experience. It's tough. It gets tough, you know. It's not easy. You have to be really patient until you really trust each other. Obviously, you know, our relationship got put to the test, and you know, it didn't make it. It's okay. That's part of life. You just move on from it and deal with it. It's part of life, and that goes for every relationship. I'm not with a civilian girlfriend anymore either. That's just part of life. Just deal with it. It didn't really affect me too much in a sense. It's just acceptance and move on. If you stay stuck on something for so long, you're not gonna move on. You're not gonna improve. All right. So hope y'all enjoyed this Monday. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this video make you feel better. All right. If you liked the video, thumbs up. You guys didn't, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck. Stay sharp. Be safe. And remember, go play these skills. Thanks for watching. Oorah.